Hello, everybody. Welcome. We have a very special guest today.
Hi, everyone.
There's Shelly
Hey,
Allred.
Devin.
Hey, Shelly. Hi, Janet. Janet made it. Hi, Christine and Lady Jan. Rachel was here earlier, so I'm not sure if she's
Hi,
still here or
Janet.
not.
Hi, Christine. Good to see y'all.
How are we sounding and looking, everybody? Does it look okay? Sound okay? Oh.
Hi, Rachel.
Yeah, so I think we just, people are going to start seeing us now. Hi, Tina. Looks and
Hi,
sounds
Tina.
great. Thanks, Colleen. Hi, Catherine. Oh, Janet says a big hi, Shelly.
Hi, Janet.
I'm going to be reading chat to Shelly mostly today. So if you have any messages or questions for her, put it in caps and I hopefully will see it.
Catherine, my daughter's here.
Oh,
hi, Catherine.
Hello. Hello, Sugar's aunt. Nice to see you.
Sugar's not here. She's asleep.
Oh, well.
Which is not surprising.
Cat's going to be cats.
Yep. She had a hard day today.
So while we're waiting for maybe a few more people to come in, I'm going to show Janet my tribute page to her.
Oh, I love that, Devin.
So it started with this Mary Engelbright snap out of it. That was my book page. So here are the little prompts I did. There's a little Zentangle tag. So the prompts are tribute to someone. So Janet. Stickers. I put lots of stickers. Book page is this page here. Create a business card. So I made this little Janet card. It says, need snark? Call Janet M. Young. 1-800-SNARK for you. 555 Monkey Island. OK, USA. Free ruler included.
And then so it says, cute.
Chase away unwanted telemarketers and scammers.
So, I love that.
Yeah, and then food packaging was this the strip here that's blue. It was for Halo oranges, because it's funny because Janet says how she's snarky and mean, but she's actually an angel. She's a sweet angel.
We all know she really is. Inside, she just tries to act like she's so snarky. She is, but she isn't.
So I have this little devil sticker here, and I left the fork showing, but I actually put a lollipop that says too sweet, because we know Janet's really too sweet.
That's right.
And then the J, illuminated J for Janet. There's a ruler. There's like a reference to Pictionary. And then this is for you, Janet. It says cheese. Cheese, Janet. And then Janet's a little book lady. This is the only monkey I could find. I got her Monday underpants on for when she goes online. And just some stickers that just reminded me of her. So.
Oh, Devin, I think you thought of everything about Janet.
So I only have this page done. This page done, which I did, I showed online, like on a stream, which has a little pocket. And then I have this page of white that I posted on Instagram.
Love it.
With the glass bead gel. So that's all that I'm going to show.
That's a good drawing right there.
Thanks.
I like that. And there, I see the texture.
Yeah, the texture's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Artie Dar and Marty.
Hi, Colleen. Hi, Dar.
Janet, I am not so bossy. But if you want to take my gentle, sweet advice, I appreciate it.
That's what's so funny is the fact that she calls you that, because we all know that's not really true.
So I'm going to post this on Instagram later today. I'm going to change the format so that we can look at Shelly's album or journal up close. I think it's this one. Let's see. Let's do that. Now, is that big enough for everybody? Can you all see that okay? Thanks, Rachel.
Is it in position good, Devin?
Yeah,
Because
you're centered. So once you open it, you might need to scooch just a little, but we'll see.
yeah, let me know.
I'm gonna see if I can make you like super big. I don't
Oh,
know. I
that's
don't
scary.
know if that'll work.
That could be frightening.
No, it didn't work. So we'll just go back
Oh,
to the other one.
okay. Now
Just,
we're both. It
yeah.
looks like we're both about the same, right?
I'm gonna change it to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Hi, Joelle. You made it. Wow.
Hi, Joelle. Nice to see you. Nice to see all of you.
Doesn't
Hi,
Shelly
Jane.
have just a lovely voice with her sweet Southern accent?
Oh, I don't want to hear me. I feel bad that y'all have to hear. What Southern accent?
I don't know.
Oh, Devin, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hi, Dawn. Does anybody have any questions for Shelly before we start, or should we just open up her journal and just enjoy the goodness? It always takes a minute for people to answer because the lag. I'm having my tea.
That sounds good. I've already
Have
had
you?
all the coffee I need today.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, well, why don't you well, first of all, can you tell us about this cover? I'm pretty sure I see a vintage children's book on there, which is one of my favorite stories.
Well, when I was getting ready to do one of the vintage children's books, I thought, I don't really have any. And I was in a little quandary about it because I didn't know what I was going to do for that. And then I remembered that my sister gave me a book, and I thought, oh, if I can just find it. And it's this one. I don't know if I have it. Can y'all see it?
Oh, yeah. A book of fairy
And
tales.
it's really a great little book. It's got the most beautiful pictures in it. But then I didn't want to tear it up. I'm like that about books sometimes.
That's a beautiful book.
And I just ended up making some copies. And so this is one of them. And it came out, my printer's not the best in the world these days, but it worked out okay, I think. And I tore it there. And then I just used some kind of scrap paper for the background, and then I already had the letters. So that's how that came about. And
so are those letters stickers, or are they like, they're not actual Scrabble
I forgot
letters?
where and how I got those, but I think I just found them somewhere and printed them. And they're just paper, but I just cut them out and glued them on. So they're not actual stickers.
Oh, okay.
And I don't remember where I got them. These are stickers.
Right.
The date and everything. And there's my autograph. So I got that quote in there on that one.
Excellent.
And these are the paper beads. And these two things right here. And
yeah, I haven't made any yet.
I was scared.
What paper did you use for that?
I think I just used, it was just scrapbook paper. And I just tore it in strips, kind of where they would be wider on the bottom and then like a triangle shape, where it's pointed at the top. And I forgot what I had. I think it was a paintbrush, because I was trying to find something to roll them up with, and that's what I used. And it was a little bit easier than I thought it would be.
Right.
It was
Um,
hard to keep it straight, but that was the hardest part. But then I just used glue along the way, and I tore, 2 strips of paper, and I made 2 of them.
cool.
So it was worked out better than I thought it would. It was
Christine,
fun.
Christine is commenting on how nice your signature is. Your signature is it looks very official.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I don't always write that way. I was trying to do a good job. You always get nervous when you have to do something on something like this, uh but thank you. Appreciate it.
And then you said you didn't quite finish all the prompts yet, but you're going to probably qualify for the draw, correct?
No, I think I have 11. I finished 2 or 3 yesterday, and but I do have 11 left to do. So
So you just have to do one more and then you qualify.
yeah,
So you'll make it.
yeah, I feel like I will, because I think some of the ones that I have left to do are fairly easy to do. So that should get me enabled for the drawing, if I choose to do
Janet's
that.
telling you, she says you can finish one more before Friday. Get on it, girl.
I'll do it.
And thanks, Janet, for inspiring so many people to do your fun challenge. If people here or watching this aren't aware, we're looking at Scavenger Hunt 2023 that has prompts that Janet M. Young puts up on her New Year's Eve stream. And if you want to check out that, I will link it in the description. And
Yes,
lots of
Janet. Thank you
people,
so much. It's been fun to do.
yeah, and lots of people are posting on YouTube and on Instagram, probably in Facebook as well. And I believe they're using the hashtag Scavenger Hunt 2023 for
Yeah, I
that.
think so. Hi,
So
Kimberly.
we have Liz and Evie is
Hi,
here.
Liz. Hi, Evie. Nice
Artie
to see you
Dar,
all.
yeah. Janet is a real instigator, Christine says. And Janet says, it tickles me that so many participate and get some inspiration. That's why I hang with you, group of goofs.
Well, I needed the inspiration, Janet, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, Artie Dar, 100 prompts. Shelly's going to have done 90, I think. And I think Artie Dar posted a video of her scavenger hunt journal. Everybody should
Oh,
check
I
that
look
out.
forward to seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Janet Nash. Nice to
Yeah,
see you.
I'm not going to be finishing. I'm not going to be entered in the draw. I only have like 20 or so prompts done so far, but I plan on working through it as the year goes. So don't put me on the list, Janet, because I'm not going to qualify.
That sounds like a good idea, too.
You have to send me to the principal's office for not complying. Hi, Janet Nash. All right, Shelly, let's open this bad boy up. Let's see what you
All
got in there,
right.
Shelly.
Is it in focus good? Devin?
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
Good.
Looks well centered.
Good. Glad to hear that. This was my a place you always wanted to go, or something like that. I think that was, yeah, that prompt. And then there's other ones on there too, but oh yeah, map page and some quotes. That's what that one is.
That's
And
nice.
well, thanks. I have a big old atlas, so I have a lot of map pages to choose from.
Is that like an older atlas, or is it like a modern day atlas?
I think it's I don't know how old it is, but it's probably I can't remember if my sister gave me that too, or if I bought it at a bookstore. But it's of France, and so it's all the map are just areas of France.
The whole atlas is of
Yeah,
France?
the whole atlas is.
Oh, wow.
She might have given that one to me too, and so it's, and I think I have a couple of other ones that are more modern day.
That's
And,
beautiful, though.
Well, thanks. I was glad to have it. So, and then this is just the start of a list of prompts here, and there's some
Right.
quotes on there, and an animal, which is Foxy. And
What's that Egypt one? What is that about? The one that looks like a
oh
sphinx.
yeah. I found this book at a bookstore one time. It is the coolest book. Let me show it to you because I have it right here.
Someone's commenting on how nicely your list is written. It looks almost like Janet writing. Very
Oh,
nicely
wow.
written.
Well, I don't know if it could ever be as good as Janet's writing.
Well, it's not as small, but it's it's nice and neat.
I think some of the continuation page is a little smaller. But well, thank you. When I tried to print the prompt list out, it all came out distorted and they weren't in the right order, and so I just wrote them out. And,
Mine came out like that too. They were all over. So I just cut them all out and I made I just pull them out and I pull random prompts. Because mine weren't in a nice list either.
That's a great idea.
So I just pull mine out randomly.
That's a great way to do it. I like that idea.
Yes, well, Tina, it is fun.
Here's the book. Can y'all see it?
World's biggest, what's the bottom part? Puzzle?
Yeah, puzzle book.
Oh, okay.
And I'll just sort of flip through here. They're all in black and white, and some of them are kind of weird, but some of them are really cool.
Oh, okay. So all sorts of puzzles. Those are some interesting illustrations too.
Some of them are a little creepy, but some of them they're just well done, really. And they're real puzzles, but they're all hard. Hard to solve. I just like the pictures.
You have to send that chicken puzzle to Colleen.
Yeah, I will.
Hi, Kitty Jen.
Anyways, it's a cool book. And that's where I got the Egypt thing.
Cool.
And there's the back. That's still not all of them, though.
Right. That's a lot of prompts.
Yeah.
It's brave of you to write them all out. It's a lot of writing.
Yeah, it was fun, though. I enjoyed it, doing it. And I think I did the same thing last year. And Devin, do you remember this paper? This was from you.
I don't remember that paper. No.
You sent it to me in some Happy Mail one time. And I loved the colors of it. And
is it a jelly print or is it just
I think it is, but I think you just printed it. Maybe you printed it again on copy paper, because that's what this it's just copy paper.
Huh.
Or it's some sort of paper. But you can tell you did it on a book page.
Well, my memory fails
in the
me.
Background.
I don't
well, you've done so many. So
yeah, I guess.
And anyways, I just outlined the leaves of it because it had a leaf pattern, and that ended up being one of the prompts. And then the label, for a food or a packaging or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really didn't know that it was going to be an upside down page until I glued the bubblegum wrapper on upside down.
I was going to ask. I was going to ask if there was a reason that was upside down.
That is the reason, because I glued that on upside down, and so it turned into the upside down page. So that's how that happened.
Okay, so it was unintentional, intentional.
Yeah, that's how that worked out. As that
Pixie.
Does happen. Oh yeah, this page right here.
It looks like there must be a story behind that whole tree removal.
Well, I don't know what the story is, because as I was flipping through here later, I think I thought this was going to be a coupon page, because there might have been, maybe there was some coupons or something down here that I ended up covering up. So then everyone's really probably wondering, well, I wonder why she put that on there. And because I ended up doing the emoji and the business card on here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And then, and she has another jelly print that you sent me, Devin, for her in her glasses.
Now, I think that one was actually some Sumana gashi paper.
Well,
it was marbly, right?
yeah, and we're
Yeah.
gonna see it again.
Okay.
So, but I was trying to have, for her glasses, to have that hazy-ish look to it. So I thought of that paper you gave me. And that's. So anyway, as we'll go through it, we'll see the real coupon page. And so then I really don't know why that's there. I really don't know. So anyways, and then this was Draw and Art Supply. And
Oh, yeah.
I dreaded doing that one, and I ended up really having fun doing it. And I enjoyed it. So
Those look cool, especially the micron pen. That looks really real. Like,
well, as I started drawing it, I started thinking, since I'm using this color of paper for the background, I did all these with Prismacolors. So I thought, I hope I have one that looks like that it'll show up,
mm-hmm.
With that background. And I think I did find one that matched pretty well with the true micron pen color.
I'd
And
say
it
so.
showed up. Yeah. So that ended up being fun to do. So, and these are Art by Marlene stickers, as y'all probably know that already. So it was fun. I enjoyed it.
So which ones are the Art by Marlene stickers?
The
Oh, the
border, and
Okay.
then the circles and the star. Those are
Okay.
all came from a sticker book by her that I have. And it's got all kinds of cute stickers in it. I've used them a few times in here. You'll see.
So your daughter says, speaking to art supply lovers everywhere.
Yeah, that's right. Catherine gave me a bunch of her art supplies because she's so busy all the time. She found that she really wasn't having a lot of time to do art, and so she brought a whole bunch of stuff over here. So it's here. She wants it back someday.
Did you hear that, Catherine? She's going to use it all up first, though. You can have the empty tubes.
I need to.
Oh, awesome.
And this was the Something About a Train. I got the image of him in this train here from that book I just showed you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so glad that I remembered that I saw a train in there. It has about anything you could want in that book somewhere. So I was able to find that, and I was glad of it. And this came from a flyer.
That's really cute. That matches perfectly.
Well, thank you. There's a museum here in our town, and it's got this is the General, and it played a role in the Civil War, and so they were advertising that museum, and that's where the train was, and I cut it out and used it, so it worked out good. And then I had to color that a little bit. It was bothering me that it was just black and white. I don't know.
Oh, you colored it. Oh, that looks perfect.
Yeah,
That
I
looks
just
really
used
good.
used colored pencils, and it it worked well on the paper that it was on. So it was fun to do. I didn't color the train. I didn't want to do that.
No, that looks really good colored, and
Well,
it really ties in really well with the next page too, like just the
well,
tones and
thank
stuff.
you. Thanks. And I don't remember where I got this paper here. It was probably out of a nature book or something. But that, I think there was one about leaves or trees or something like that, a prompt. I think that's what those are.
And is there numbers above the deer? What's
Yeah, these numbers, any time you'll see these numbers, they correspond with these prompts.
Oh, okay. That's a good way
Yeah.
to keep track.
Yeah, I saw somebody else do that was sharing theirs, and I thought that's a good idea. And that's where I got that idea to do that.
That's cool.
And this is the white page that really has some gray in there too, I guess.
Well, that's okay. You need some grays to show the white, right?
Yeah, well, when I already had that cut out for some reason. I just thought it was funny, you know. And so I remembered I had it. Somehow I remembered that, and I found it, and once I got it on there, I thought, well, it is sort of white, but it isn't, but that's okay.
And that cat looks like it's from that fairy tale book, right?
It is. Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I had never heard of this fairy tale white cat before, but it's really cute because that cat, I had to cut that out. So
Janet's reminding us that you make the rules.
Well,
so you're the boss of your journal.
That's one of my favorite things about the scavenger hunt is that we get to decide that and make the rules. And I like that we can. So.
And Christine is saying that gray is just white that got dirty.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
Like Lucy after a walk, she gets a little gray on her paws.
I bet so. I'm glad her paw's better.
Yeah, she's walking normally now, so that's good.
Yeah.
And I see, I like on that right side, the shine is your favorite color. That's awesome.
And that came from art by Marlene too. And then this is the foil.
Oh, is it foil paper or?
I think it's like cardstock that had a foil background to it. And this is your marble paper that you sent me in the background.
Yeah, so that is, you know what? I think that was shaving cream marble paper. And then I think I copied it or took a picture and I printed a copy on paper perhaps. Or was it like a tissue paper?
It was like tissue paper.
Yeah, so that might have been the original one. I think that was like shaving cream marble.
Shaving cream?
Yeah, I think so.
How do you do that?
Oh, there's lots of videos on it. You just put the shaving cream in a bucket and you put ink or whatever in it, and you just kind of scooch it around with a toothpick, and then you put your paper on and you lift it up.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Beth.
Hi, Beth. Nice to see you.
Hi, Rule.
I'm sure I'm missing a lot of people.
We're doing good. Rose says that, Shelly, that is an amazing scavenger hunt.
Well, thank you so much, Raul. I appreciate it.
And he posted a video of his scavenger hunt journal as well, I believe, on YouTube.
Well, I look forward to seeing that.
It had some great art and drawings in there too. Anybody who has posted a YouTube video on their scavenger hunt, if they want to put their hand up, maybe some of the mods might want to link their channels if it's not too much trouble. I don't know.
Well, I look forward to seeing everybody's.
Yeah. And check out Shelly on Instagram as well. I don't know if I can link Instagram in my description or not. I'll try to. but Shelly
Well, thank
does
you.
a
I
lot of awesome
appreciate it,
art.
Devin. Thanks so much.
Also, it might be nice for, people who maybe don't have Instagram to see what you do. Like some people have Facebook, they don't have Instagram, or they just look
Right.
on YouTube and
And I'm on both, so you can find me both places.
on Facebook and Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I have an art page also on Facebook, Shelly Allred Art. And but then I have just my regular personal page and the uh whatever I was talking about.
Hi,
The art
Dee
page.
Dee, we're checking out Shelly's book. It's awesome.
Hi, Dee Dee. How
I
are
showed
you?
I showed my Janet page at the beginning if you want to watch that later, but I'll be posting it to Instagram so you can check it out there.
Yeah, it's a good one. Okay. I guess that's all on that. Oh, I got her out of that book too.
What is the in the bottom right hand corner? What is that
Oh,
image?
this
I
just
can't.
came out of a magazine. And I think the idea behind this was I can't remember if it was fiber or textiles or something like that. I think that's why I had that there in the first place.
Oh, okay.
And now I don't remember the exact name of the prompt, but fibers or I don't know.
Okay.
But she went good with this.
And you doodled those flowers?
No. Oh, I'm
No?
glad you brought that up because I wanted to say that those are from the land of Nod.
Oh, okay.
Do you have those, Devin?
I think it's Etsy, right? Land of Nod Studios.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I think I have some stuff from them, but I haven't used it yet. I don't think I have these flowers. I think I have some people or something.
I just wondered because I thought maybe that's where I saw them and decided I had to have them. Somebody had them.
Yeah, I
And
don't
I
think it
just
was me.
thought they were
Yeah.
so. And then I also got some mushrooms that she did that are cute that you'll see. And I got those both from her.
Okay. Hi, Helen. Helen's here.
Hi, Helen. Nice to see you. And
Hi, Anne.
Sherry.
And Lars here too.
Hi, Anne. Happy belated birthday.
Oh, that's right. Anne's birthday
Yeah.
was it Saturday or Sunday? It was Saturday. Or was it Sunday? And when was your birthday?
I didn't realize it until late that night or something. So I think I actually posted it after when I told her happy birthday. It was after her birthday. So
I think Anne turned 25.
oh, sure. Yeah, or either 29.
Oh, 29. That's it. That's what it was. Saturday. Her birthday was Saturday. And then you were going to celebrate with some Tito, correct?
Well, that sounds good. Tito time.
Tito time. All right. Let's see that next page. I can't wait.
Well, let's see. Oh,
yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at YouTube. There we go. I did the faded claw. That purple page. Beautiful.
Thank you. This page was so fun to do. I just had a blast doing it. And the stencil is from Elizabeth St. Hilaire.
Okay, from the Klimt collection, yes. I imagine.
Yes, I bought a couple of sets, and the main reason I bought it was because she has a video where she did a one of the pattern. It's the one that, if y'all have seen them, where it's of the kiss, and it's and she did it on a video she did on cradle board, and it was quite a process. And because she ended up using the stencil as a stamp.
Oh,
And
okay.
she put it on, you know, the plexiglass piece,
Mm-hmm.
and turned it upside down onto the cradle board. And it was a challenge. I decided I wanted to do the same thing, and I was going to give it to my niece for a wedding present or a shower gift or something, her
Mm-hmm.
wedding bridal shower. And so that's why I bought it. And it turned out pretty good. But it was a challenge because, you have to get the right amount of paint on the jelly plate, and it was starting to dry quick. And so when I did it on the cradle board the first time, it didn't come out good enough. So I did it again on another cradle board, and it turned out better, but there was some places that were, missing on it. And so I had to sort of use a micron pen to dot it in there and get it on there. And
Right.
it worked out, but so it was really fun to do. And she used Posca pens to color in some of the areas, and Megan loved it. So it worked out well. And this was one of the other stencils that came in the set. And I
So
just used ink in the background.
when you said initially, you said she did it on plexiglass, but you meant on the jelly plate.
Yeah. I'm
Because you
trying to
said
think how it
she
worked.
because I've used a jelly plate as a stamp before, where you put the bunch of paint on, you put your stencil down, you pick up the paint with the paper, then you pull your stencil off, and then you have the paint left over that's the shape of the stencil, and then you flip it over and you can use it as a stamp to stamp on, but it usually looks a bit more distressed. But you said that she
Yeah.
used a plexiglass, but did you mean jelly plate maybe?
I can't remember exactly. I just remember I had to
But
do whatever I
you used
did.
a jelly plate though.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had to pick up the whole plexiglass. Um, I guess
Or
maybe
was you
maybe the jelly plate was already on there. I guess it
Oh, okay.
was. And so the jelly plate became the stamp. When I
Right.
picked it up and I turned it over, I think that's the way it went. And because I can't think right now. And um, I use that on the board.
So that's how I do these kinds of things, where you have the image of the stencil that's stamped on. So this was a smaller piece of jelly plate, so I just stamped it. But for larger jelly plates, if you
I
have
see.
a plastic or acrylic board underneath it, then it's much easier to flip it over and use
Uh-huh.
it as a stamp. So I have a plexiglass for my I think my 8x10, but not
Uh-huh.
my bigger. I mean, for my big jelly plate, I don't have it, and for my 5x7, I'm still looking for one. But I think that's what you mean, where you
Yes.
get that
I
outline.
think
So
that's
it
the
looks
way
like the stencil.
but it was it was big because the stencil's big.
Yeah, like
So I had to
that's a
buy
lot to manage at once. That's
yeah, it was I want to try to work with that again and try to get, more paint on there and
mm-hmm.
see how that turns out. But anyways, so then where all the white lines were, I mean, they were all white, all the lines, everything in here. And I had that gold Pentel pen.
Oh, I
And
thought you would have done it with gold paint, but you did it with white paint.
oh, I could have never
Over
done it
top.
with
So
gold
was
paint.
the background image was all there already, and then you stamped over top of it,
Well,
and then
the
you use
back
gold on
the
top.
first thing I did was I put the stencil on the paper, and then I used just various archival inks,
Oh,
with
okay.
one of these you know brushes like this to do the background. And
Okay.
then after I got that on there in the different colors, then I got the Pentel pen and used it to where all of the white lines were and everything.
Cool.
And then this part right here was, of course, just plain white.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remembered that I had a smaller nib of that same pen, so that's how come those I put those lines
Oh,
there.
so you doodled that in there. So this is
Yeah.
your page about use a stencil, I imagine?
Yeah, that's one of the there's three prompts on there, and I don't remember what they are, but one of them's probably, I would think, probably
Maybe
use,
circles.
yeah, the circles and um shapes or something. I don't remember.
And hi, Tori. Tori's here too.
Hi Tori, good to see you. So that
Now,
was fun. One of my favorite things that of all of them that I did.
your draw your day. I had to laugh when I saw that on Instagram because I'm like, were you spying on me? Except instead of the cat, you'd have a dog. There'd be a dog there. Like, Shelly, we're living the same life.
I think you might have said that in a comment, and it was funny. I really hesitated to do this one, and I just didn't want to do it, and
Oh,
because I thought, what am I going to do? Well, I woke up,
that's
I
awesome.
went and got coffee, and I was just laughing to myself about it because I just thought, how am I going to draw all these insignificant things that I do? Because I do the same thing every day.
I
It's the
know, that's
same thing,
awesome.
you know.
Okay, I would have had a dog instead of a cat, and the temperature would have been slightly different, and it would have said snowing instead of
Yes,
cloudy and raining. But
yeah,
other than that, I'm like, I just want to photocopy your page and just stick a dog on it.
yeah. Go ahead. Lucy can be involved.
Sure. Anne says she has her in the shower and her cat too. Does your cat have a shower or just you, Anne?
See, I couldn't do that. Sugar would not tolerate that. That
No.
wouldn't go well. I can
I,
tell you that right now.
I suspect it was just Anne in the shower.
Right.
Oh.
And then when I drew this, Kathy Arbor had done one of her videos. I don't know if it was that day or the day before or something. And it was where it was beautiful as all of hers are, but
Mm-hmm.
it had trees in it like that. So, and that's what I had done that day or the day before or whenever I guess I had to do it that day if I was drawing my day.
Right.
And then Kathy and Colleen do you remember the one where Colleen did that one Rolodex card, and I think it was a little bigger than most of them are, and it had the flowers that she cut out of paper and they were hanging off the top. She glued them
Oh,
onto the
it
top.
was in that see-through. There was like a see-through part, right? And then she put the flowers.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I
And so
remember that.
that's that. And Kathy was working on a regular Rolodex card, so that's what that is there. And there I am in the art room where I'm at right now.
That's awesome. And your art, and you have your rug, your nice art room rug there too, because you have such a beautiful art room.
Oh, thank you. That rug is so old. And our other cats used to pick at it and scratch on it and stuff. So it's not as beautiful as you think it is. But thank you. Sugar does it too. But it's a good art room rug.
Janet is saying you could make up a day too. If I did that, I would still have the same day. Avoid people, shop online.
Well, it was fun. I ended up really enjoying it after it was all over with. It was fun to do. I didn't think it would be, but it was.
Or maybe just scoot your book up just like half an inch.
This way?
Yeah, perfect, right there.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, this page. This was just one of the prompts with a postcard.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that was supposed to be use squares or something. Oh, and here's some more. Use a stencil for the background.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a cluster that I made. That's what that is.
Look, Janet, it's a cluster. This is how you use a cluster.
I've never made a cluster before. So
That's pretty.
I made several of them. I think there's more later that'll show up. So that's what that is. This is the coupon page, as you can see. There's not a lot going on that page.
Do you remember that commercial? That old commercial? Wasabi. Wasabi.
Yeah.
Wasabi.
Yeah. That's what I thought of when I saw that.
Oh, it's funny. $3
so that's all
off.
there is to that one.
Rachel's commenting that she loves the way the creators have mixed so many different prompts on the pages. Yeah, and that's what makes Scavenger Hunt so fun and interesting is no one's going to have the same thing at all. Like they're all different. They're all
that
so
is true.
Imaginative. It's awesome.
Hi, and I remember Janet does that a lot, and she's amazes me how many she can get on one page.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always, a lot of times I'm really surprised that it works out that way. But I always love when it does. This page, there's not a lot going on so far, and I'm really not a planner person.
Me neither.
I love looking at people that do it and
me too.
Watching the videos about it.
Me too.
And I thought I could be one, but then, and I've even bought planners, and here we go again. Well, I woke up and got a cup of coffee. I don't have anything much to say,
Right.
I don't have a big itinerary every day, and I can see how it would help people that do. And like I said, I enjoy seeing them, but so anyhow, that's why that looks kind of bare there. So we'll see how that goes on that page. Anyway, and then this is fruit stickers. I got some of them from the sticker books that we all have.
Yes, I recognize a few of those images.
And also got the swatches from one of those books. At first, cool. I thought they were Jane Davenport, but then I realized they came from the sticker book.
I don't think I have that swatch sticker book. Is that the John Darien book?
I think it is.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
Well, did you ever buy the one that I won?
No.
From you?
No, I didn't buy it.
You don't even have it, Devin.
No, it looks good though.
Well, you I guess you have to have it.
Well, I need to use up the ones that I have a bit more before I get the Imaginarium or any of the other awesome ones that Dee Dee keeps showing us.
I know. She has some that I don't have that one that's got all the sea stuff in it.
I have that one.
That
one of them. I have one of them.
Mm-hmm. But I have the Imaginarium or something like that, and the Antiquarium, and the John Darien, and the Botanist one.
Yeah, I think I've a few of the same ones. I don't have the John Darien one. It was just too expensive for here. Up here it was like
well,
$50 or something.
It's got a lot of really big stickers in it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of little ones, but it's cool. And these, I have a seed catalog, and a lot of it's in black and white. The graphics are still cool, but they'll usually have a couple of pages where they're colored, and that's where these two came from. I think those were the only ones that came from that catalog. So that was a fun page to do.
Oh, I love this one. This one made me laugh.
Oh, I laugh every time I see that picture of her.
I even showed my husband.
Oh, I can't believe the way it happened. I was going to make a wreath one day, and I had bought all the greenery and everything, and the grapevine wreath shape thing, and I had everything on the dining room table, and everything was just everywhere on it. And I walked back to my bedroom to do something, and when I came out, she was sitting in the middle of the wreath and in the middle of the greenery, just exactly like that. I couldn't believe it. And so I grabbed my phone and I just kept snapping pictures because I was trying to hurry up and get some before she jumped down or something.
That's fun. Everybody's loving this page, just so you know.
Thank you all.
Yeah, everybody's loving it.
Much.
Aw, cute, meow, sugar. That's so funny. Love that spread. The hearts.
And there was one where she didn't look, her eyes didn't look that way, but I knew for this page it had to be that picture.
Definitely.
And it so I had to enlarge it, of course, and I just had so much. I was laughing the whole time I made it.
Oh,
and,
I love it.
And there's the stars that I Dee Dee influenced there.
Did you use your bucket of stars?
I did, and it was so much fun, and it got all over everything else, but it was, I didn't want to stop doing it, but I figured I better stop or there wouldn't be anything. That's all it would be, but it was fun to do.
I actually thought you used like a space, like scrapbooking paper, but you actually painted that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I did that first and painted the background, and then I must have glued her on afterwards or something. But I didn't use a paintbrush. I used a toothbrush, and that worked out better for me to get a lot of little ones on there.
Right.
So that was, and the quote is so her.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't remember. I have a lot of prompts here. I guess it was just quote, you know.
Well, I'm sure it's like message from outer space.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, that was one of them.
Mm-hmm. Maybe leaves.
Yeah, the leaves, animal. Can't remember what else.
Your daughter says Sugar is a distant cousin of Grumpy Cat.
We've always said that we had two ragdoll cats, and one was named Pearl, and the other one, we called her Little One because we got her after we got Pearl, and she was big. She wasn't little at all, but we would call her Little One. And she and Sugar remind us of each other.
Oh, that's funny.
She really did look like Grumpy Cat. So anyway, that was a fun page to do.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen this. Have I seen this? I'm not sure if I've seen this next one.
I don't know. I can't remember. I know I shared some, but
yeah,
I may have shared it.
I think I saw the one on the left, but I don't know if I saw the one on the right. But I love all those stickers. That must be your sticker page on the left.
Yes, a lot of stickers were involved, and this was also the steampunk.
It's awesome.
And I got him out of that book.
It's like a steampunk cluster.
It was, yeah, it worked out that way. And I got that from the book. But the rest of them, I guess, were stickers. Yeah, I think they were.
And
but it was fun.
Anne says, now that's some serious steampunk.
And I've never done a steampunk page before. So it was fun. Love doing it. Okay. And then this one, I'm trying to even remember how this came about. This was a collage and a snarky quote and flowers.
It's beautiful.
Leaves. Well, thank you. I had this, it was from a magazine, all this, and I had I came across this, and it was just really cloth.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think her her face was there already somehow in the cloth, and but I defined her, this part to look like wild crazy hair.
Yeah, I love how you outlined her hair. She looks like a goth fairy or something.
Hey, that's a good way to describe it. And then I realized later, after I had her on there, that I could use that for, fiber or stitching, or I should have had the list in front of me so I could have told you exactly what the prompts are. But
That's okay. That's okay. I think people just enjoy like the art of it, you know.
well, thank you all. I appreciate it, Dee Dee, and everyone. And then she didn't have an arm. So then I realized, well, she's got to have an arm. And so I guess I cut that out of the same fabric to make her have an arm. I think that's the way that worked. And then I doodled on top of it a little bit. Oh, and here's some
Mhm.
fiber or string, or I think that was another prompt. So
Very
that was
cool.
fun to do too. Oh, yeah. This was a crazy little page.
I haven't seen this
And
one.
and this was useless random facts. And of course, the monster would be on there too with the useless random facts. And I've never drawn a monster in my life, so I dreaded doing that. But I had fun doing it.
And you made a
Anyhow,
very happy monster. Is he juggling? It looks like he's juggling.
I think he is. I think he might be. Um, I hope he can catch some of them with those claws. And but I've just seen some that Janet's done and Terry, and they just do such a good job. They're all so funny. And I thought that was pretty cool. This useless random fact about the actors who voiced Mickey and Minnie Mouse got married in real life.
Wow.
I
That's
never knew
interesting.
that. I know. I thought that was cool. And there's some circles and a border up there. And this really is a white page. Isn't that the spectacular? Really is a real white page.
To be filled in later, perhaps.
Yes, exactly. And there's several, like I said, I'm not done yet, and I just kind of skipped around.
Thanks for coming, Janet Nash.
Good night, Janet. Thanks for coming. Good
Hi,
to see
Eddie.
you. Hi, Eddie.
I think Colleen was here, like Colleen double L double E. I don't know if I said hi out loud to her or not, but I saw her in chat.
And I see Lisa's here. Hi, Lisa. Anybody else I missed? I probably
Christine
did miss some people.
Christine says the white page looks like Canada. Yeah, I agree. Oh, this is
Well,
lovely. Oh, she's sitting on some toilet paper.
yes, why certainly she is. I couldn't believe, I can't remember where seven something, no, something gypsies,
Seven Gypsies.
something like that. There's a book, and I had it, I came across it, and that's where I found this. And couldn't believe it, because I didn't know what I was going to do for toilet paper, really.
That's
I hadn't figured
serendipity.
that one out. Yeah. And then this was another one of your prints that you gave me. Do you remember
Okay.
that one?
No.
Well, I thought it worked out well with all the colors.
It looks nice.
Thank you. And then these were the mushrooms from Land and Odd
Those are cute
Studios.
mushroom. Yeah.
I thought they were. I can't remember if they're stickers or I glued them on there. But anyways, I loved them. And this was just some tissue paper.
And the borders, are those, did you draw the borders, or are they
Well,
washi?
okay. This border was really on, that one. This was a short page, so it looks like it's part of this, but it's
Oh, okay.
back there. I did
Right.
draw that one though.
Okay.
And then this one I had made like years ago out of book paper and doodled on it and everything. And I just happened to find it. And
Nice.
I was glad I could use it finally after all these years. It was just in my stash.
Rachel,
So
Rachel's saying it's such a good color mix. It is.
thank you. It looks a little darker than it is here. It's probably just my lighting, late in the afternoon kind of thing, but it's really a little bit lighter than it looks on the camera. Another white page.
And welcome to Shaz, and so
Hi,
long, Eddie.
Shaz.
We're check out Eddie Makes Art channel. He has some really good videos too, jelly plating as well. Great stuff, and collage, and
I need to see that.
check each other out. Check each other out. I don't want to leave anybody out. So everybody check out everybody.
I think that sounds like a good idea. Oh, and here's the rest of the prompts. Yeah, that's all of them.
That's cool. Oh, I love this lady collage. Hey,
Oh, that
Jane.
was fun to do too. I guess with that one, it was just collage and flowers, and I don't know if you can tell it or not, but this is texture paste. So that was the texture to use texture in a stencil. That was that. And that was fun to do. And then I used other, ink to do the background. And then these are Jane Davenport napkins, these right here.
Right.
So that took care of another prompt. And then this was there something that was, I don't remember what it was.
Maybe paint skin? Is it a paint skin?
That's what it was. Yeah. And I think it was on, I don't remember if I peeled it off, and I think I did, and glued it down.
And what's her dress made out of? Like a blanket?
I don't know. I got it out of a magazine, and the hand was already there, and I decided it was going to be the dress, but it actually looks like a puffer dress.
Yeah, it looks like a puffy coat and then a blanket or something.
Yeah, I don't even really know. And it was just, I guess I was in a hurry and I had to find something. So, but she dressed up. See, she's got the jewel on there. And
oh, okay.
Don't you love her legs?
It's a fancy puffer dress.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so that was fun.
Lisa Mingus says that she pops with colors.
Yeah, and I was, it turned out weird because once I had that background on the blue, and then the stencil butter that I used was gold. It really is shiny gold. Y'all probably have some of it in this color. But anyways, and then I didn't really like the yellow with the background. So, but once I put the Jane Davenport, it kind of all ended up working out, I think.
But I think this type of collage is meant to be weird. That's the point of it, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely weird.
Yeah.
Which
Jane's
a lot of
loving
mine
it.
are.
Christine loves it. This is, I think, Jane, this is right up your style. You do a lot of this type of collage with your ladies and your cats and stuff. She's really fun.
That's what I love about collage is it can be as crazy as you want it to be. It doesn't even have to make sense. I've never understood. I mean, a lot of people, they can't understand that. Things have to make sense, and And whenever somebody says that, I just say, well, about mine, I just have to say, well, don't even try to figure it out. Just look at it, because
Right.
they don't necessarily, they're not going to make sense. And
Oh, and
that's
then
the fun of it to me.
my favorite is when people say, well, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to
Well,
do anything
here it
with
is.
it. I enjoyed making it. My mom will
Uh-huh.
say that to me. Oh, what are you going to do with it? I just
I don't
enjoyed
know.
making it. And I'm going to put it in this book and it's going to
Yeah.
live there and I'm going
Yeah.
to pet it.
It's going to live there for the rest of its life.
Yeah.
Happily ever after.
Yeah.
I agree. And I already had that face forever, so.
And did the eyes, you got them from a different magazine or did it come like that with this eyes separately?
They came like that.
Okay.
Because
I
it's
wonder
not.
if that might be a Land of Nod too then. I think they do faces like that.
And then I was even trying, it could be, and also I have some Tisha Moore collage sheets that I bought years and years ago. It could be her, but it could be Land of Nod. I feel bad that I don't remember.
That's okay.
Oh, I have so much stuff and boxes and stuff, and I don't remember half of them came from.
Oh, and just scooch to your left a smidge, like about 2 inches. A bit more. Teeny bit more. Perfect.
Good. This was the ransom note thing.
That's awesome.
There might be some truth involved in that one.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit of we'll have to ask Catherine. Catherine, is this a true ransom note perhaps?
I'm sure she would know for sure. But I showed it to my husband and he just threw his head back and laughed. He could relate for some reason.
You can make a copy of this and put it on his Father's Day card.
Hey, that's a great idea. That is a really good idea. I won't even have to go buy it.
Catherine says it couldn't be more accurate.
Yeah, she's probably heard me mention it a time or two.
Do you write on the back of that Harley, or do you have your own Harley?
No.
No.
He wishes I would, but I'm just too chicken. I'm
Me
too scared.
too. I don't like riding on motorcycles.
Well,
I'm a chicken.
I'm nervous enough for him to do it, and he hasn't been able to do it as much as he'd like to, but he enjoys it when he does. And but every time he leaves, I'm nervous wreck. But so I've never been able to. I mean, I've ridden on the back of one before, just maybe once, but I never did it again.
I think the last time I rode on a motorcycle was probably like I was grade 12.
Yeah.
And the fellow was really nice. He wasn't trying to scare me, but I didn't like it. I never went on one again.
Well, I always think about, well, what if, what if something did happen, that kind of thing. But I'm sure if you weren't afraid, how enjoyable it would be.
I suppose.
But, yeah. And my brother-in-law rides and, so, but he wishes I would, but I'm just too scared. I can't do it.
Yeah, I get it.
And there's the red flag prompt.
Oh, is there a red flag prompt?
Yeah, it just says red flag. So I didn't know whether it meant just a real red flag, or a red flag like, somebody needs to investigate this and look into this. So I figured that would be a good page to put it on, since it was the ransom note.
Yes. Well, it means whatever you want it to mean.
Yeah, I thought so.
Jane says, bugs in your face, hair all tangled. No, thank you. But you have a helmet on.
True. Well, hopefully.
Janet says this counts. This qualifies.
Well, good. Glad to hear that.
Oh my gosh. Christine said she fell asleep on the back of her husband's bike. He noticed when her head bobbed and clunked his helmet. Oh my goodness.
Well, you're real relaxed to do it
I'm
then,
glad you didn't
Christine.
fall off.
Do you ride often with him, Christine?
Rachel says jewelry of flying. That's funny. She says it's not a Harley, it's a Ducati.
I haven't heard of that.
But you still got to hang on.
Yeah.
Unless, you know what? He needs to get you one of those sidecards so that he can drive the motorbike and you just sleep, just nap in the sidecar, and then you can wake up,
Raymond
have
would
some
love for
chocolate,
me.
and then have a little coloring station on your lap, a little lap book with a coloring
Yeah,
station.
and write in your journal or and just hey, if she did, she would still color the most fabulous page.
Yeah, bring your
Driving down the
Crayolas.
road, it would still be stunning.
Driving down the road with her Crayola crayons and her
Yep.
and her book.
And it would still be amazing.
All right, so tell us about this page.
This page, hubby made the newspaper. And I remembered that I had, when it was the newspaper headline, I remembered about that. And I actually was able to find it. And so I made a copy of it. And this was back a long time ago when in 1996, when they had the Olympics in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, he was a painting subcontractor for he subbed from this painting contractor in Atlanta. And they, you know, that was one of the things he had to do was they were going to have a, you know, it was the canoe competition, rowing, you know,
Okay,
and on this one of the local lakes. And so it was a tower there, the timing tower. And so he had to freshen it up with the paint. And so that was him. And so he made the headlines.
Wow.
And so then last night I went up to him and I said, "Sir, may I get your autograph?"
Ah, gotcha.
And
Autograph
there it is.
page. Dee Dee says she's got to go, but your journal looks awesome, Shelly.
Thank you, Dee Dee. I'm glad you could come, and I appreciate it. Good to see you.
And it looks like you have some more clusters there.
Yeah, this was a continuation of the cluster page.
You couldn't stop making clusters once you start. I hear it's addictive.
I know. I don't even know if I did them right, but I just glued a bunch of stuff on top of each other, and it was really fun. And so I just made like several. And I know a lot of people stitch them together and everything. Those are cool too. So it was fun. That's what that is.
And I like your chicken wire background on there.
Yeah, I had that on there for another page, and I liked it too. Reminds me of Colleen.
Mm-hmm.
Now these are just the best of all. These are great.
Ooh, The Invisible Man.
Yeah, yeah. I love that drawing that Dee Dee did.
Yeah, you needed room to finish your prompts. You still have, 11 prompts to go. So
That's
you've got
right.
space. You've got space.
I certainly do have space.
And Janet says that you did them right because you made them, your clusters. You did them right.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. They were fun. Oh, this was the favorite subject in school.
Oh, yeah. I like this one.
Thank you. I think this was the first one that I did do. And most of these are the stickers from those books, Antiquarium. And so that happened to work out well for biology.
So you got even the letter stickers from those books, and the colors.
I did.
The colors matched up. Wow.
I don't know. I was able to find the colors and enough of the same ones to spell it out. And then I I did the little dots around it. You know, just doodled and stuff. And then some of these I drew, not many of them, but some of them I drew.
There's something about the dots around each letter that really makes this page. I don't know what it is, but
I liked it better after I did it.
it's just something about it. Just gives it that little extra
Well, thank
something.
you. I think it just sort of defined I think the letters would have been a little more lost, you know,
Yeah.
just on their own. And oh, now I remember on this one, I didn't have an O. I didn't have another O. So I had to use a Q.
Oh,
That's a Q. And I had to sort of blend it. Yeah. Perform a little surgery.
Well, we wouldn't have known because you can't tell. It looks great.
Well, thank you.
Catherine says this is her favorite page.
Thank you, Catherine. Glad you like it. It was fun.
And Christine says the page looks beautifully cohesive.
Well, I just couldn't stop. It was so much fun. And I had so many cool stickers. And at first, the plan was to just sort of make the stickers be a circle going all the way. And so I didn't have anything in these corners, but it just evolved to this.
Because that's good.
That's how all my collages usually end up. Just more is more kind of thing.
And Janet's reminding us that I guess one of the prompts is something repaired. So she's saying you repaired your Q. So that qualifies for that.
Janet, I hadn't done that one yet. And I didn't know what I was
check it off
do.
the box. Okay, Janet, add her to the list. She's done 90.
Woohoo! Yes.
Woo! You saw it live. It happened live here on my channel.
I didn't even know that I completed the task.
Hi, Trish. So Trish and people that came in late, we're looking at Shelly Allred's Scavenger Hunt 2023 journal. If you don't know what a scavenger hunt is, it's prompts put out by Janet Merle Young. She's in chat here, and I'll have her linked in the description if you're just arriving at this point. Janet put you on the list.
Oh, that is so satisfying. Thank you. Thank you, Janet, for noticing that and pointing that out to us all. So yeah, that worked out well. That was fun.
And there's something about the colors, like how you use the muted green and the muted pink and a lot of the muted colors that come from that sticker book. Everything just works so well together.
Thank you. I just couldn't believe it. And then the fish were art by Marlene. And I think that was all that was from her. And then these, I just had this in my stash of papers, and I don't even know where I got it, but I loved that. And so I thought they could fit in, I liked how they looked. And so that, and then that, I just tore up little pieces of it and put those in.
Yeah, they look like little cells or little
I thought
petri
that's what
dish
they reminded me of too. Oh, and then this came from that book I showed you, the scales.
Okay, yeah.
So and I think that
Jane says they look like amoebas. Yes, they look like amoebas as well.
Yeah,
which are one cell organisms. So
and then that sticker did too, that came from the book. Look like protozoans.
Yeah, it looks like coral to me. Like it looks like.
Well, maybe that is what it
underwater is. Thingy. Linda also says it's a beautifully balanced page.
Well, thanks so much, everyone. I appreciate it.
And was it like coffee dyed paper that you put it on, or was it just?
I didn't do this, but I ordered this paper from somebody on, I wish I knew who it was now, and I can't think of who it was. Somebody on Etsy. And and it was great because it was this color and then the blue color that you saw earlier. And I think there was some pink. So it was those three colors. I don't think I used any of the pink in here, but I used some of the blue. And so I kind of liked it because, you know, just everything wasn't just plain white or, you know, printed or whatever.
And it does some of the
So,
work for you, like to have the
yeah,
background kind of already
right.
done.
I was glad that I remembered that I did have it so I could use it. So that's what that is. But she did a beautiful job on the papers. And I still have a bunch of them left, so that's good. Some more blanks. Okay, this was
Ooh.
to use Crayola crayon. This was quite a challenge. I don't know what I'm doing like Christine does, but this was just, you know, regular scrapbook paper. So that's what that is, all with crayon.
So the chicken wire, and then you colored in some of the hexagons with the crayon.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Some of the same.
And then did you do the sunflower with the crayon as well?
Yes. I collaged it on there, but I can't remember if I drew the sunflower or if I found the sunflower somewhere and just colored it. But I think I remember drawing the leaves, so maybe I did draw it. The sunflower.
It looks nice.
Well, thank you. I was too scared to try to draw it on here, so I collaged it on there. Plus, you know, I didn't want those lines to come through here on the sunflower. But I like this for the background.
And that's cute. The quote, "Be a rainbow in someone else's cloud."
I loved that quote. And that's an Art by Marlene quote. And so is the border. And this right here was from that same book. And these are Timmy people.
I have one of those Art Marlene books.
Do you?
I got the big one. I got my local scrapbook store ordered in. I got the huge one, the Essentials, Art by Marlene. And it's got like,
I see it now.
So many in there. It's a huge, I think it's like 9. It's like 8 by 11 and a quarter. So I've got tons, and it's like 2 pages each. So I was, I'll probably include some in a giveaway at some point.
Oh, okay. That's the same one I have.
So yeah, Evie, if you go to Janet's, I'm going to link Janet below. And if you go to her, I think on her community tab, she has the prompt list on there from January of 2023, her New Year's Eve stream.
Yes, this was an enablement from Dee Dee when she shared
the Art by Marlene.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've seen I think I saw Colleen and Kathy use it a lot too. I think that's why I got it. But
I had so much fun. It's a great book. And wasn't there in there like 2 pages that are the same?
In this book, yes, there's 2 pages the same.
I couldn't believe how many there were in there.
And the back is a bunch of collage papers.
I know.
Full sheets.
I just remembered that. So I will have to use that. But I just went ahead and tore out, you know, 1 page of the whole book and put them, I think they're in a box or something. So that's the Art by Marlene box. And so that way I can just go right to them.
And they're inspiring too.
I know, they're adorable and so colorful, and I just love them. So that was fun to use. And like I told y'all, I used them quite a bit in the book journal.
Thanks, Janet, for the link. And then
thank you, Janet.
Is that your mind mapped carrot? Or
yes, and I dreaded it. This
Why
one.
you dread it so much, but it all turned out wonderful. So I guess it's true. You
Well,
have
I've
to
never
suffer
mind
for your
mapped
art.
anything before. I didn't really know how to do it, and
Art is suffering. You must suffer and dread it
I,
and do it.
but I ended up loving it, just like half the pages that I dreaded doing.
Oh, that's funny.
And that was the carrot was a sticker.
Is that the John Dorian book? I bet, because it's a big
Yes, I think.
sticker.
And I had already used that orange one
Mm-hmm.
in that other vegetable page. And so I was hoping there would be another one. And it worked out to use the yellow one. But
And these two pages go together really well too, like your color scheme.
well, thank you. I did them that way. And then when I ended up having to make another signature, some of the pages got, separated from the one that was opposite. And I just realized I couldn't worry about it. But I was able to keep these two still together. So
But
I was glad.
all your pages looked good together.
Thank
They all
you.
worked out.
Thank
Christine
you.
says that, or Cat and Pace says that every time I see Shelly's pages on Instagram, they make me smile. They're always so cheerful and uplifting. And
Oh, Christine,
I
thank
totally
you.
agree with you, Christine.
Well, that's how I feel every time I see something you do. That last one was amazing. Well, they all are. I'm just can't believe all the detail in them. I just sit there and stare at them, and I just cannot believe it. They're just beautiful.
Well, I was telling Christine that she needs to make some videos, even if it's just like a time lapse video that you put on Instagram with no talking. It would be cool to see one of your pages kind of come
I would
together.
just sit there I could watch it all day. They're just absolutely beautiful. Jane, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming. And that's an art by Marlene's sticker and border.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So that was fun. I enjoyed it.
Very fun. Ooh, some swatches.
Yeah, some big swatches.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember why I swatched them so big, but I think it's because I used the Jane Davenport layer cakes.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if you can tell, but in the lighting, but these were the ones that have the shimmer to them.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can see the shimmer.
the lollies. And they're really cool paints. They're so creamy.
Creamy,
Yeah,
yeah.
creamy. And are they like gouache like, do you
They
think?
are. They're kind of gouache-like.
And
Yeah.
I don't really even have any gouache paint, but that's what I hear about gouache. That's what it kind of reminds me of, that. And yet, I mean, they're opaque a little bit, but yet you could still see through them a little bit too. So.
And you can layer them. That's why they're called layer cakes. Is once
Yeah.
they're dry, you can layer them a bit. So these are the two that I have. I've got the rainbow and the ice cream slice because they were on sale on her website. So these came all the way from Australia. So that was exciting.
When you got yours, when I got mine, they were not on sale. So I don't guess I knew that they did go on sale.
I think because they came out with a bunch of new ones. So
I think I have 4. Well, let's see how many I do have. 1, 2, 3.
And if anybody wants to see a lot of Jane Davenport items in action, check out, well, of course, Dee Dee's, but also Zandra, Scraps to Dee Dee. She does a lot of Jane Davenport supplies.
I need to watch those more, because I can't. There's probably a lot of Jane supplies that I don't know about. That she's got so many things.
Maybe you shouldn't watch then.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it would be too dangerous to watch.
It could be dangerous.
It probably could be. But yeah, I got to meet Jane one time.
Oh, really?
Yes. at Adonna Downey, Jane had a workshop there at her studio.
Oh,
I've
okay.
probably told y'all this before, but
I don't think so.
it was probably about 2014, so it's been a long time. But yeah, she was making a trip over to the States. She was going to do some other workshops too, and when I found out that she was doing it in North Carolina, I said, I've got to go. I've got to work it out somehow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so I guess I told my husband about it, and then he just said, "Oh, that's cool," you know. And then
He said, "Let's jump on my Harley and I'll take you."
I would have had to say, "Well, I'll see you up there. I'll meet you there." But anyhow, so he called me the next day and he said, "Well, go ahead and register because you're going."
Oh, that's sweet.
I thought it was too. I think that was my birthday present from him, and it was
Aw.
so much fun. And it was for, I think it was a weekend. It was several days, and it was fun, really fun to meet her. And Donna's crazy. She's so funny, and so it was like Mermalicious or something. It was drawing mermaids and stuff like that. And we made our own journal out of watercolor paper. It was great.
Hi, Mariah.
Hi,
We're
Mariah.
just looking at Shelly Allred's Scavenger Hunt journal. It's been a feast for the eyes so far.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And on the right-hand side, those has to be a page of circles.
Yeah, circles and buttons that came from that book also. And then the mandalas were from Art by Marlene.
Nice.
So that worked out
mandala,
well.
is that one of the prompts? The mandala?
I
think Janet mentioned something today.
I think it is. I think it was one of them. I love mandalas. I just love them. I've done a couple of them of my own version, but
I only make wonky ones using watercolor. I just kind of wonky doodle them.
But I like both styles. I like both styles, you know, where you don't have to be so perfect about it and just, you know, be casual about it and just have fun. Mm-hmm. I forgot about this.
Oh, look at that. That's a surprise.
I guess this is the tip-in. Yeah. Tip-in. And these are stamps by Robin McClendon.
Yes. I recognize those. They're my wish list.
They're really cool stamps. There's some other ones, foamies. There's some other ones too that aren't on here, but and then that's a T page. And then this background was Timmy rub-on, I think, some kind of rub-on paper.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that it was like that. I thought it was tissue paper.
Oh, I have some of that rub-on paper. It does look like tissue because it's sort of like that.
I thought it was
creamy. It looks like pattern paper.
And so I take it and I put it on there, and I can't remember if I tried to glue it down or I thought, why is it this sticky? What's wrong with this?
Right.
And I picked it up, and there she was.
I need to use that. I have quite a few. I
didn't even know that it would do that.
Yeah, I need to use that stuff.
And well, I forgot about it. I hadn't used it before either. And there's a feather. That was another one. And more of the
paint skins.
Paint skins, and I guess a quote.
It looks like a T, like is it from a T? Is it from the T thing? Yeah. What does it say? We can't quite read it.
It says gratitude leads to love.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I guess it came from the tea that I had that day. So
the honey lavender stress relief.
Yeah, have you had it?
No. It looks like a top hat for her, like the way you have the tea up there. It looks looks like a flapper with wearing a top hat.
Hey, that's pretty cool that it worked out that way. I didn't even realize it, but it's good. It's good tea. Okay, on this one is use your own art is the main quote, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I had done this. I really was inspired by Creations by Cece's Creations.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one video she did where she was just drawing squares and she did a whole bunch of them in different colors and then she would doodle inside of each one?
Yes.
Didn't you
I mean,
do that too?
I don't remember her having them. I mean, I don't remember them being connected. I remember
No,
her
they weren't.
almost like swatches, and then you doodle. I did that.
They weren't
quite
connected,
a long time ago.
and I don't even know how it just evolved along the way. I don't even know it. It's one of those. It doesn't really make sense either, but it. I just sort of started doing those, even though they were different from hers, the same kind of concept, and I don't know. It just evolved, and so I ended up selling it. So this girl that I'm friends with wanted it. Okay, so I sold her the original.
Nice.
And
can you lift it a bit closer and angle it a little bit, just because we're getting a little bit of glare?
Oh,
I'm just a bit
sorry.
That's okay.
I realized it's a photograph.
Yeah, that's okay. If you just bring it closer and angle.
Oh, there's still
that's
a glare.
Beautiful. That's okay. And what does it say? Free your mind. Nice.
Free your mind, let it be, chill. No expectations, no plans.
Beautiful. And was it all watercolor and doodling?
Yes, it was all watercolor. And then after it, then I doodled on top of it with micron.
Gorgeous.
And but I guess I had made a print of it, and that's what I tore up to put in these corners. This is paper here, and it's really from everything that was in there.
And then did you just extend the tree yourself on the background?
Yeah, because the photograph really didn't, it cut it off.
Right.
And so I was like, well, I'll show you and I'll continue it on.
But I like how that brings it into the background, like it really incorporates it into your page.
Well, thank
really
you.
Well.
And I did do some stamping with a stencil to get that leaf pattern back there. I forgot I did that. And then one day I just decided I was going to do, get tissue paper and do shapes and stuff like that with marker. And I already had those. So I got those out and put those on there and doodled around it and everything. And then the Free Spirit was actually a rub-on from some rub-ons that I have. And so I thought,
how big was your original painting that you did?
It was probably, it was I think it was a 9x12.
Oh, wow, that's
9x12
large.
Watercolor paper.
Wow.
But I had marked off, a lot of times when I'll do stuff like that, I'll get a mat, like if you were going to mat it, and I already have mats, that I had some black mats, and I laid that on the paper first, and I kind of did a little outline so I know that to extend it, whatever I'm doing, a little bit beyond the outline, so that if somebody decides they want to mat it, everything will be, in that open part.
Oh, that's smart.
And so it did have a border on there, but she didn't want it matted, and so she was going to do it or wanted to do it herself, and so I just sent it to her on the watercolor paper.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And she was
your clouds are lovely too.
Well, thank you.
Sky.
It reminds me so much of, we used to live in the North Georgia mountains in Blue Ridge, and we lived on top of a mountain in a cabin.
Oh, wow.
And that's what our backyard looked like. It was gorgeous. And so it reminds me of that. I guess that inspired me. And am I completely out of range?
Go a little left, a little to your left.
I'm not seeing the same thing you are, so.
Oh, other left. And then, yeah, and then down just a bit. That's perfect.
So when you
Trish
say left, you really mean right, right?
No, I mean your left.
And then
Trish just wanted me to say the name of the Art by Marlene book. It's Essentials by Art by Marlene, and it's the Golden Oldie XXL Collector's Book. And the ESPN is 7, or whatever you call it, ISB, ESPN. I think it's a channel, a sports channel. I don't know if you use the 8 or not, but it's 8 perhaps, and then 713-943-127-629. I can see if I can link it below, but I actually bought mine locally. I didn't buy mine online. Sorry, Shelly.
I think she has several books too.
Yeah, this one is a big collection. It has like 1,000 die-cut paper elements and pattern paper.
It's just,
it's a huge one.
Yeah, it was quite a task to tear them, to get them all. And that was only one page. So I still have this whole book is full of the second page of the same thing. So
bye, Rachel. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Rachel.
Anne says that she also has 2 lefts. 2 lefts make a right, Anne. And is this your junk journal or like junk mail? Like, is that like an envelope that you did there with?
Okay, I'll tell you about it in a second when I try to remember what it is.
It's a memory test.
I have a note to self about it because I was afraid of this. And that was my note to self prompt. I know this is music paper for the background, and I think that was one of them. And then make a border. I had already, made that one time, and I found that in my stash. So that's how that got there.
Yeah, shop your stash, people. Shop your stash.
Yeah, and it was fun to do. I need to do more of them. Oh, and this, by the way, is a Dee Dee decorated paper clip. She sent me one time.
A rag flag?
Yeah. Well, I think it was decorated paper clip or something.
Oh, I just mean Dee Dee calls them rag flags. But yeah, one of the prompts is.
I thought you said red flag.
No.
Yeah.
And one of the prompts is decorate a paper clip. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how that got there. So that worked out. And this was a paper doll that I made out of Mary Englebright.
I was going to guess Mary Englebright.
Yep. I remembered I had probably from a calendar that I had of hers. I remembered that I had that. So that was fun to make. And this is a tag that came from Robin Mead, the artist Robin Mead. And
well, it's beautiful.
Yeah, everything she does is so beautiful. And the note to self sticks really well.
That's some heavy duty Post-it.
I didn't even glue it. Okay. This little girl is a thank you card.
Oh, okay.
So the thank you card inside and pocket are from Judy at My Handmade Ephemera on Etsy.
Oh, okay. So that's like some art you got in the mail then.
Yes. And she, when it came, she had made a bunch of these envelopes, and I don't know how many there were, and they were all collaged and everything. And she had the stuff I bought inside of each one of them. I just couldn't believe it, how packaged it, beautifully packaged. And she just really spent a lot of time on them, and I just loved them. So that's why I use that package. And then this is the little thank you card that she sent me.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I thought she could be in here, so
Mhm.
she could look out. So anyway, so and so now
Oh no, it's the end.
it's the end. And this is another children's from that same book, and this is the Princess and the Frog. That's what that is.
Oh. Hi, Kathy Berg.
And there's the golden egg, or the golden.
So did you photocopy, like, is this a copy of it as well?
Yeah.
Because you said that book
Yeah.
you want to keep whole, right?
Yeah, that's another one that I photocopied. And I took the format to make this from last year's, from Janet made mine. And so I like the size. And so I just sort of used the same size and made it out of a cereal box.
So what size is your journal? For those that want to know, inquiring minds may want to know.
It's like a 8.5 by 5.5. Yeah.
And then if we look at the spine, did you did you do pamphlet stitch, or how did you put your signatures
I didn't stitch them in. It's just the elastic.
Oh, okay.
I did 2 signatures. And then, this was fabric washi tape. So that took care of, I think, another prompt that was fabric or something.
Okay. And that's kind of nice to have on the spine, because I know whenever I do elastic and there's paper, it kind of cuts into it.
Mm-hmm.
But the fabric would resist that a bit better, wouldn't it?
And I think, it's doing it just a little bit down here, but it's not bad. And I was able to use it. So that's the first time I'd used that. So I thought it worked out well, to sort of strengthen the spine,
Mm-hmm. I have some fabric washi tape that Colleen enabled me to buy, but I bought it.
Well, I
but
think that's
I haven't used it
where
yet.
where I saw it. I think it was from Colleen.
I'm just grabbing
They were
one
using,
I got. This is
and
what
I
I
used
got.
it on the inside too.
And it has a little. Does yours have a little cutter on it, on the box?
Well, I don't have the
Saran
box.
wrap.
I don't have the box anymore. No, mine didn't have that.
Look at how chunky that is.
Wow, those are pretty. I love the colors.
This is the 49 in Market Plum Grove.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. I think I only got like 2 of them, and they were florals.
Maybe I'll cover my Scavenger Hunt journal with that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Colleen.
Hi, Colleen.
Well,
Yeah,
Shelly,
enabler.
It's been so awesome having you on.
Thank you for having me, Devin. I enjoyed being with you all.
What would be your favorite page in this Scavenger Hunt? Like what pages did you like the best, or surprised you the most, or
this was one of my favorites. The art supplies, and the other one that I did, the Klimt.
Just move up a little bit, like an inch. Perfect. Oh, up. Smidge. Good. Oh, no, too far. Okay, there's perfect.
I liked both of those. They worked out. That was fun.
Well, it's hard to pick because there's so many awesome pages.
Well, that is really sweet. I appreciate it.
I'm very thankful that you because I know you're not a YouTuber, and I just thought it'd be nice to give someone that's on Instagram a chance to be on YouTube and to maybe talk to people.
Well,
It's
thank
different
you.
talking to people directly. Do you have any, Shelly, do you have any questions for people in chat or anything you want to say to anybody in chat while you
I
have
just want
a
to thank you
platform?
all for coming, and it's been fun to be here. And thank you, Devin, for having me. And
My pleasure.
I enjoyed it. Anything for you, Devin.
Aw, you're gonna make me cry.
Well, y'all are so sweet, and I appreciate you coming and at this time. And it's been fun. Enjoyed it.
Does anybody have any last questions for Shelly about anything?
Thank you, Christine.
And while you're thinking of that, I'm just going to mention that I'm actually going on vacation on Thursday, so I'll be away for a couple weeks. I'll check in on Instagram and Facebook every now and then as I can.
Well, I know you're getting excited, Devin. That'll be fun.
I am.
We'll miss you.
Well, I'll still be around, just not as
Well, good.
regular. Not as
Good.
regular.
Good. That'll be great. That'll be fun.
Colleen says, Colleen McKeeman says, very nice book. Looks like it was great fun. Kitty
Thank
Jen
you,
says,
Colleen.
awesome book, Shelly.
Thank you so much.
So I guess if we don't have any questions for Shelly, I guess we'll call it a wrap. And
thanks, Mariah.
yeah,
Thanks, everyone. Anybody I missed? I probably missed a bunch of people.
Well, you were busy showing your stuff, so
well,
hopefully I didn't miss too much. I tried to keep an eye on chat, but if you came in late, please go check out the beginning of the stream and check out Shelly's work on Facebook and on Instagram. It's Shelly Allred, and I'll put a link at least to, I think, her Instagram in my description.
Thank you, Devin. I appreciate it.
So I guess we'll see you guys all around on the internets.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming, Catherine.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for coming. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.